So I just got a new delivery of some training tools, in particular prong collars, and I thought I was going to take like a photo and just thank the distributor for them, but actually I thought I could just quickly do a little video because I have a lot of people asking about prong collars. I thought this would be an opportunity just to show prong collars. So the two sizes that I ordered are what we call, one is called a 2.25. Okay, that is the size of each individual link, which is 2.25 millimeters thick, and it comes as a 16-inch circumference. What you're always looking for in a prong collar is, first of all, a center plate. Okay, the only company that I use is Hermsprenger. Hermsprenger are like the world leaders when it comes to prong collars, and the place that I go to for them is company called Love My Dog, which is based in England, and they distribute everywhere. So yeah, I really like Love My Dog. So I've just got a bunch in, and I just wanted to show a prong and maybe destroy some of the myths, the negative myths about a prong collar. The sizes that I got, as I said, is a small one if you like, a 2.25, and I ordered a 3 as well, which is just a bit bigger, and that comes as a 22-inch in the dog. So, and should always have a centre plate. Now the myths about a prong collar is that they're jaggy, they're sharp, they dig into the dog's neck, they can damage the throat of the dog. None of that is true. Absolutely false, completely false. The way the prong works is it evenly distributes weight and pressure around the dog's neck, except the dog's throat. That's what the centre plate is all about. So the prong, if you like, when you have it on the dog, it sits like this. So either side of the dog's throat is where the prongs are. They're never on the dog's throat. So anyone that says, you know, I've got a really dodgy throat of a dog or something like that, I can't use a prong, that's exactly the sort of tool that you would want to use is a prong collar. Prong sits up nice and high, right under the chin, right up behind the ears as well. When you're using the prong, you open and close it, okay? So what you do is you take any link that you like, they're all linked together. Generally don't pick the center link because that's just a bit harder. You take any link and you push it up and you pinch it at the top. You move your thumb and your finger up high, pinch it, pull it open. Add and remove links to make it the right size for your dog. And then you pinch it in these wee eyelets here and drop it back in like that, okay? I've chosen to go with a martingale, a half check chain if you like, on my prong collar. I find they're far superior. You can get a bit of an extra pinch when you're using the prong. And again, what's the point of that? All right, the prong doesn't look very nice, it doesn't, but that doesn't mean it's nasty and horrible and painful to the dog. It's totally false. The point is that we're trying to use the least amount of pressure on your dog to get the biggest psychological impact. And this mouthing, if you like, or pinch movement with these smooth round prongs create an instant response from the dog. So you're able to get a better leash pressure response by using a prong collar, and it's far safer than using many other dog training tools. You put a prong collar on a dog, they do not care about the prong at all. You go and put, for example, a face halter on a dogmatic, whatever size, a slip lead into a figure of 8, dogs generally hate it. They want to remove the pressure straight away. And what you're doing is you then have to do a certain amount of convincing of the dog to get comfortable with that new pressure. Whereas with a prong collar, there's no really any convincing at all. Dog is very comfortable with that tool. The only negative to a prong is the way it looks. The price of a prong in general is not expensive. The damage that you can do to the dog is really, really hard to cause damage with a prong. And the responses that you get from the dog are wonderful. You just need to take a wee minute, teach them leash pressure, which you can watch in my other YouTube videos. And you'll have, if you've got a dog that's pulling, a dog that's being reactive, the prong in general, certainly pulling will stop straight away, and in general it can help with reactivity, but you might need to consult with myself or another balance trainer to be able to help with that. But in general, just getting a better power steering. See, the collar that you have on the dog is your steering wheel. And if you're finding you're using a flat collar or using a slip lead right now, or a check chain, whatever you're using, you maybe got a steering wheel on the dog, but you maybe need a bit more power steering for the dog, whether because of the size of the dog or the breed and the instinct of the dog, the drive of the dog, or if the dog has any particular issues. Or it just doesn't understand leash pressure, which again you can watch in my YouTube videos. So the prong, as I say, you take a prong, you don't put it over a dog's head. If you can fit it over the head, it's too big. Okay, take any link, push them up, pinch it, pull it open, add and remove the links. Try and keep the center plate balanced. So if you're taking 2 out because it's the right size for your dog, take 1 out either side of the center plate. Don't know if 16 inches too tight for my neck, just to show you an example. Yeah, maybe a bit too snug, so I would add a link for that potentially, just to show you what it can be like on the dog. Because people say that about a prong, you know, oh, you put it on your own neck, and you do all the time. So I'm adding and removing links to get this 3, which is a general good standard size, is a 3, to get it the right size of my neck. So if I'm a dog, I can find the right size. So here I can have the prong on, up nice and high, right under the chin. I can have, behind me, sorry, I can be pulling the half check chain, can be pulling it tight, relaxing. When I relax, the prong relaxes, so there's no pressure. When I pull, you get this movement, and this is what makes the dog move away, and you relax the pressure, and you get instant response. You can also, if you want, get prong covers, and you can get different colours. You don't have to get pure blinged out chrome. You can get black or brown or anything as well. So just a wee, hopefully that helps you with the prong collar. And you can see I can pull really hard into it. If that was a slip lead or something like that right now, or a collar, I wouldn't really be able to breathe. But with the prong collar, I can breathe absolutely normally. So it's much safer for your dog, for their throat. So think about it.